Well, as you can see, we got the shop set up last time, and look at this. People are already coming and buying logs. Oh, I thought this was a great idea, so we got up and got it started. But as you know from last time, there are a lot that I just don't have in stock. And so we set up a little, I don't know, some balloons. Hopefully those look like balloons. And help needed. Become a timber time employee today. So originally I was just going to let people kind of fill these up and make money as they would. But I thought, if I went through all this work, I'm going to make them pay me for it. Because who doesn't want to make some money off of other people's work? I know I do. So hopefully we'll roll in some of the diamonds. So in the book, there's going to be some basic instructions. You can pause this if you want to look through. But the important part is that for a low price of just 20% of your sales, you can get in on this action. So there's going to be a place for people to sign up. But really the biggest thing is that I want to make money. And I guess I should set this back to page 1. But I want to make money off of people stocking this and coming in. So I don't know. Are we going to get rich? Probably, because if we're already selling this much, we would have gotten basically one of those 4 diamonds. So I think that's going to be a pretty good deal. We're going to be able to build this area out a little bit more as we go. As you can see, I've started putting in a road to go over to Tobe's place. We're going to have to finish out the parking lot here. Now, I haven't really finished out this side of it or what's over here because I feel like there's a good spot that we can put a building here, but I don't know what it is. If you have any good ideas of what would feel like it would go next to a tree farm, let me know. I'm still trying to figure out how we do a sawmill down there, but today our project is going to be back over here on the hill. So I figured if we have this nice hill that's kind of in the middle of the area, like if I step back here a tiny bit, you'll see that it kind of really sits up on top of the hill from everything else. And what better to be up there than maybe like a trading hall, not with your typical villagers in there, but like where would all these people, like the beekeeper, the farmer, all these different people, where would they sell their goods? Well, I thought, why not on top of the hill? Everyone can see it, everyone knows where to go. And honestly, my storage room, if I haven't shown it for a bit, is kind of weird. It's down here. You go in this little hole that I dug, and it's a whole bunch of chests, some randomness. Over here we used to have the bee farm, which we now moved upstairs. And so we don't have a great place to store all of our I don't know, blocks, all the stuff we need. And I figured if we're going to build a big place up there, maybe the storage can be in the bottom and it would be central to kind of this whole area. Yep, I think that's a great idea. So as you can see, I'm going to have a path coming up here. We started looking at a color palette. Now, I think we already have enough of the red with the barn over there. We haven't really done pink, so maybe this is going to be pink. I've never built anything using pink blocks before, so hopefully it's going to look good. But I'm going to reduce this down. I think we're going to stick kind of with the whites and the pinks. We'll probably introduce some of the gray blocks just so it's not so much pink and white, but we don't want to go quite as grayscale as that. So I'm going to play around with some concepts, figure out which blocks. But as you can see, I've laid out a pretty big space here. So going into free cam, you can see that this place is huge. I think what I want to do is have different bays, like a bay here, 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 and then 4 along here. So that'll give us 8 bays that we can kind of sell stuff. These will be essentially towers that come up. And then below, I'm going to have to dig down and we'll do a storage room. And I'm thinking that my storage room maybe will approach from the side. So it's kind of hidden. Maybe the land's cut out for you to go in there. And we'll probably do it from both sides because the landscape kind of drops off on these sides. So that's enough talking. I need to start getting the base figured out here. Let's get a base in and see if this is going to look any good. Okay, and with the frame in, is this what you were thinking when I explained it? Yeah, I don't know if it's what I was explaining either in my head, but I think I've got a basic layout here where each of the different rooms are there. And this is kind of our main central hall where you come in. Everywhere there's these kind of 4 blocks that would be the entranceway in. and there would be 4 of these different rooms on each side. So I think that's about what it is. But I just got a message from Lane saying that he wants to meet up. I'm hoping it's about the timber time. So let's go see if we can find him.
Hubert,
Hey, what's up?
how's it going, man?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, doing all right. I was just admiring your island from the sky. Just
Oh,
telling
yeah?
my viewers how much I have enjoyed looking at this area, especially these custom trees. I really feel like I just need to spend a day with you just to watch you do custom trees and learn from you.
Uh, yeah, I don't know if there'll be much learning as much as I just scribble something out and hopefully it looks good. So,
Well, you've done an amazing job over here, man.
oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been fun. I usually just build a whole bunch of buildings, but trying to go with some custom trees this time. So I don't know if you've been over here, but I set up a whole shop and kind of got to the point I realized I can't do this many. I didn't realize there were 11 different log types here.
Yeah. Yeah, I realized that last season whenever I was doing my storage room
Yeah.
and had to make each individual item that comes off of each individual log and then have them sorted into the system.
Yep.
And then, like, I don't know if we plan on updating the server anytime soon, but now there's 12 with the pale wood stuff.
Oh, yeah. That was kind of the problem. I actually originally built this building as 3 bays because I forgot about the nether ones and the bamboo. So
Oh,
had to
wow.
expand it a little bit. But yeah, the next one I hopefully have one more space for down here.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you bring up the netherwoods because this is what I'm looking to stock.
Oh, yeah?
Both of them because, well, I figure why not? It'd be that easy. And mainly the warped stuff because my mega base is using a bunch of that right now. I've burned through maybe over a shulker worth of the warped logs already.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I'm planning on setting up a farm for this stuff anyway, and it's just convenient that you've made a shop for it, so this way I can also sell it.
Oh, I'd love that. Because as you can see, my stock is 0 right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think this will be nice, and I kind of did flip through the book earlier, and you having some passive income would also be nice. So,
Oh, yeah. I don't know that I have very many diamonds again. I don't know how I keep being so dirt poor on both of these servers, but yeah, I could. So passive income might be good so I can then sell or I can buy all the stuff that I need from you.
all right, well,
Cool.
cool. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
I really love the area, and I can't wait to be stocking the shop up.
Yeah, glad to have you and welcome to the team. Okay, so as you saw, we got Lane signed up. Let's make sure he got signed into the book. Yep, there we go. Lano for the Warped and the Crimson. That's going to be awesome. Got at least somebody to start stocking one of it. There's still 9 more. So if you know a crafter who's wanting to do it, hopefully they come in. But now it's back to our project. Let's see if we can get kind of the next portion here. Now, what I need to figure out is we know that we want to use kind of these pinks and the whites. I'm trying to figure out, do I use this kind of pink for like my columns going up? So maybe like in most builds, I've got kind of the color on the outside with white inside. I don't know if that's going to look too much like that build, having it right next door. But I think I'm going to try. I think we're going to start with kind of these stripped logs out on the sides, getting at least the height correct, and then we'll decide if we want kind of white as the main body, or maybe we go with the pink. I don't know if it's gonna look like too much pink, but there's only one way to find out in survival, and that's to get up here and start building it. So I'm gonna get those in, we can look at it, see if it looks good, and then we'll make a decision and build out the rest. All right, and we took a first stab at it, and I was going to say we're going to just get a little bit, but I think we're getting a really good shape here. Now let's go into free cam mode so that we can kind of see where this is going. I put kind of a gray roof in. I realized too much pink would just be too much, and so I've got a concept there. As you can see, we still have a lot to build, but what I've really focused on here is really starting to look, and let's go back into normal cam here, is using the white kind of as our highlight color, and then anywhere that there's pink, I've actually been using a different color inside and using tough. So we kind of get a little better shadowing, where if we had have used the same stuff, it would have just, I don't know, looked too much the same. So that is kind of the outside, and in the inside you can now see that we're going to have kind of this main hall. Each of these are going to be those rooms selling things, and as you can see, what I'm trying to do is figure out what kind of styling we want. Do we want this to look maybe more Asian, or maybe we'll pick a different style? But I thought with the cherry blossom wood, or the cherry wood, it would look pretty good. So there's an update. We've got an exterior, starting to get some of the details. So I'm going to build out the rest of it, and then we'll get to doing some detailing. All right, it sounds like Melissa wants to meet up and talk about working at the log shop. So let's fly over here and see if she wants to in on this deal. I'm hoping, because I need more people to cut down some logs. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hi. It's going. I decided to be a part of your advertisement.
Oh, good. Looks perfect.
Do
Just stay up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah. $2 diamonds an hour, okay?
There you go. That works.
So, talk to me about this. I heard that there were people are like volunteering to help stock wood, and I was wondering how I could help.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen how many different pieces of wood or different types of wood are over here. I can't do it all. So what I decided to do is see if I could hire a few people to stock 1 or 2 or 3 of these woods. And so that's what I'm trying to do, is recruit people here to pick some woods. I've got a book out here. I don't know if you've seen it. So you can sign up for what you want to do. And then really all I'm saying is you stock it, you make the diamonds, I provide it, and for a small price of 20% of your things, I let you sell here.
20%? What a rip. No,
maybe it's negotiable. We'll see. It depends which one you choose and how much of it you actually sell. But
well, I think 20% is fair. I mean, you built this absolutely amazing shop. I mean, it looks great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got it all built, and then someone said it looks like Home Depot. So I guess it works out all right.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. No, that's perfect then. I mean, the logs, I'm sure, will be much better quality and actually straight.
So. Of course. They're all guaranteed to be straight, no warping.
Yeah, no warps.
Well, I guess the warped wood would, but...
Except for that one.
Yeah, that's the exception. But everything else is high quality here.
I think I'll do acacia. I feel like that's a wood that nobody really wants to do. So I'll go ahead and take one for the team and do acacia.
Sweet. That's a good one.
Do I write my name here?
Yeah, you can just take the book out and write your name in it, and just don't sign it or I'll have to type it up all again.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, and a lot of progress later. I think we're getting to the point where we have most of the outside done. Now, there'll still be some details, like we might add some other little pieces around the edges. I'm not quite sure, because I want to detail it out. I think it's looking pretty good, though. But what I started to do is start putting in my normal dirt towers, even some scaffolding towers, because what I'm trying to do now is look at trees and a landscape wall. Now, most of this area is fairly farmish, and what I don't want is that this whole area feels the same. That's why we landscaped the log shop a little different, and that's why we're putting kind of some retaining walls in here. I want this to feel a little grander. Maybe they went to a little more length to make it feel nice, where out here is more of the farm. So that's really how we're trying to blend it. And so now what I'm looking at, again, is those sight lines. When we look at this and think of these scaffoldings as different sized trees, maybe the 5 represent a little bit bigger trees, the 3 represent smaller ones. What's kind of cool is if you watch how they move as you get closer, you can see they start spreading out, they start overlapping in different ways. And really that is what I want, is when you're coming up here is that you get all this different depth as you come up. Maybe there'll be little gardens. I don't know. I haven't figured quite out what that's going to be just yet. But coming up, you can see the different pieces we have here. And then inside, you can see we finished at least the structure part. Oh, it feels so good. Getting all of this in and now starting to figure out what do we want to put in each of them. For instance, a weapon shop, a tool shop. Did I put food over here? Food, some armor. So these won't necessarily be shops for the whole server. It'll mainly just be for, I don't know, display purposes. Or if I need some new armor, I can come here. But that's really what this building is kind of the local villagers are able to come and sell all their goods here. So as we start building out even more of this, it'll make more sense on why this building's here and why all these people would be coming up here to sell their stuff. So I think it's time to just get busy, knock out a little bit more of this landscape. I don't think we're going to get the inside done, but I might do up a few pieces. And y'all, does this look like too much pink? I kind of think it's getting that way. I think we need to introduce a different color, and I don't know if I love the gray up there. So what I'm going to play with is some spruce. Bringing in maybe a spruce ceiling on the inside here. Maybe these go to spruce. And then some lights, a lot more decoration. I think that's what's missing here is the pink and white are sticking out a little too much. So some details I think will go a long way. I'm going to get busy on that and then let's see how it's looking. Okay, and we're making awesome progress. I love how this is turning out. But before we go look at the details, we should probably go see how our tree log farm is doing, because I realize people are going to start taking over. And if I don't take out the diamonds that are mine, then someone else is going to claim my profits. So let's go see how this is doing, because I'm pretty sure that we're doing pretty good on sales here. Now let's see. Oh boy, 7 diamonds. Let's see, how do I collect them all? Okay, there's 7. Another 6. Another, 6 there? 2 more. Oh man, another 12. Let's see, any in there? Nope, nope, nope. Oh man, guys, that was so many. 31 diamonds. I should have started this a long time ago. It's gonna get us so many diamonds. But the problem is, as you can see, we're almost sold out of everything. So I don't know, do we keep stocking it? Maybe we'll figure out which ones people have signed up for, and we won't do those ones, but the ones that haven't, maybe we better go spend some time chopping down the trees. And it looks like so far, it's really just the hard ones. It looks like all of the others wouldn't be that bad for us to restock, so I might do that offline. But right now is not the right time to do that. I gotta show you the progress, because I think it's looking pretty good. From down here, we can see those sight lines, seeing what it's starting to look like. And I think it's looking exactly what I was hoping for, because we want this area to feel very much like it is a farm area and that this is a little grander. Now I have some ideas for maybe some booths out here, and maybe we're gonna need, I don't know, something in here because it's looking a little boring. But as you can see, we kind of striped the grass here so it looks a little nicer than just the regular grass out there. We've got the decoration of the wall, plenty of light. We've got the different trees up here, which we use the, oh man, what are these called? Azalea leaves. Couldn't say that one for a second. But we've got those in there, and then some different flowers just to kind of make it feel a little more taken care of here. Now in the inside, we haven't done much or maybe anything at all. And I think I'm going to leave this for a future episode and maybe get some of the interior designers in here, and we can really class it up and make it look really cool in there, because I think that's going to be kind of the central hub for this whole big city here. But y'all, that's going to do it for this episode. Man, I didn't think we were going to accomplish this much and get this much of the landscape done. But as you can see, we have some more work that we can do here to kind of, I don't know, blend this into the area just a little bit more. So we're going to do that offline, but that is going to wrap it for this episode. If you have any ideas on how we can make this area look even better, let me know down in the comments. And until the next episode, we'll talk to you soon.